It wasn't that we were trying to capture what it looks like to see, but ideally capture what it feels like to see and what memory feels like.
What are you gonna do? Peace now or never.
The movie Nickel Boys tells the story of two young black boys who are navigating the Jim Crow South, and in that get pulled into a pretty gruesome reform school. We did a pretty non-traditional approach in shooting the entire movie and the point of view of both of the characters as they move through the world.
What happened to that one kid? He used to hang with all the time.
The word point of view, Ramel and I didn't really use very often. We would often call it a sentient perspective, and by that we meant that we always wanted the image to feel like it was attached to a real person in a very present tense sense, moving through an often hostile environment.
Young man, do you know a student named Elwood Curtis?
Yes, I do.
We loved the Sony Venice on this movie, and I think that the Sony Venice was really the only camera that could have really captured what we did on Nickel Boys. The Venice is just such an amazing modular system. We were jumping between so many different configurations, whether it was a Snorri cam, whether it was body rigs, whether it was handheld, whether it was in Rialto mode, whether it was remote. The Venice was so fast in being able to flip between those things. An IMAX-sized image, it's such an adaptable package, was no-brainer.
You don't remember?
Remember what?
You really don't remember.
You're talking about a perspective that every single viewer is hyper-literate in. We deeply, and on an intuitive level, understand what it feels like, and more importantly, what it looks like to see from your own body. So that kind of became the challenge and also the exciting aspect of the movie. Also body rigs where the actor maybe had a little bit more co-authorship with the image.
What kind of place is this?
They would be like, okay, maybe if I close down my shoulder, it'll frame them out, which kind of matches my feeling of isolation in this moment. And it was like, yeah, like go with that, explore that.
Anyway, thank you.
The Venice's sensitivity to light was just such a huge asset to allow us to really shoot these deeply intimate scenes. I hope that the movie is immersive for people and allows them to sit inside of the experience of two black boys moving through the Jim Crow South. And I hope that watching the movie is either recognizable to them or it's not recognizable, but is an invitation to think about moving through the world at a different body at a different time, and one that I think rhymes with a lot of today.